Let's be real. Fast food has become a way of life for millions of Americans. In fact, the average person hits the drive-thru nearly 3 times a week. That adds up to over 150 fast food runs a year. But here's the question no one wants to ask out loud. How many of those meals actually feel worth it? Ever pulled out of a parking lot, took that first bite, and thought to yourself, did I really just pay for this disappointment? You're not alone. We've all had that sad, silent moment, chewing through regret. But not today. Today, we're turning things around. In this video, we're diving into the top 12 fast food items that are actually worth your money. These are the underrated heroes, the meals that don't just satisfy your hunger but leave you thinking, okay, that was actually worth it. No soggy fries, no overpriced letdowns, just real value, real flavor, and that rare feeling of getting more than what you paid for, which in today's world feels like a miracle. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end. Because number 1, it's a total game changer. It's been silently outperforming the competition for years, and most people have no idea. So if you're tired of wasting your hard-earned cash on fast food fails, this list might just change the way you order forever. Number 12. Burger King's Bacon Cheeseburger. Now I know what you're thinking. Burger King? Really? But hear me out. This little guy from the value menu doesn't scream for attention, and that's exactly why it works. For just around $2, you get a warm, smoky bite of bacon, melted cheese, and a soft bun that does its job without falling apart. It's not oversized, it's not overloaded, and it doesn't need to be. It's the kind of meal that understands you're not here for fireworks. You're just hungry, broke, and maybe a little tired of being let down. Picture this. $5 in your pocket, gas tank almost empty, stomach growling. That's where this burger steps in. One truck driver from Ohio told me it's his go-to meal when he's out on the road and every dollar counts. It's small, but it hits the spot every time, he said. And honestly, he's not wrong. No fancy box, no fake promises, just real satisfaction wrapped up in something that feels honest. It doesn't pretend to be more than it is, and that's the beauty of it. When you need to stretch every dollar, sometimes less really is more. Number 11. Taco Bell's Cheesy Gordita Crunch. This one isn't just a fast food item, it's a full-on obsession. I'm talking cult classic levels of devotion. A soft, warm flatbread hugs a crunchy taco shell with gooey melted cheese holding it all together like edible glue from the flavor gods. One bite in, and your brain short-circuits like, wait, this came from Taco Bell? And you're not the only one thinking that. People don't just like the Cheesy Gordita Crunch, they defend it. There are Reddit debates, YouTube breakdowns, midnight rants on Twitter from people who swear it changed their life. Why? Because it's more than just food. It's a perfectly engineered mix of soft and crunchy, spicy and creamy. And somehow, it still costs less than $5. Skip it on your next Taco Bell trip and you'll never know what you missed. Because when something this satisfying shows up on the value menu, you don't second-guess it. You order it, and maybe grab a second one for the road. And next up, number 10. Dairy Queen's $7 Meal Deal. This one feels like a secret you weren't supposed to know. A deal so good it almost feels like cheating the system. Dairy Queen's $7 Meal Deal isn't just another combo. It's what I like to call the everything plate. And yes, it even comes with a sundae. Picture it. A hot, juicy burger fresh off the grill, golden fries that still crunch when you bite into them, a cold drink to wash it all down, and just when you think it's over, boom, a soft-serve sundae complete with that silky swirl on top. All of that for under $8? In a world where a small bottle of water at the airport costs $4, this feels like a quiet little rebellion. I heard from a high school teacher in Iowa who swears by it. She told me it's her midweek reset button. After long nights grading papers, skipping lunch, and barely holding it together, she pulls into the DQ drive-thru, grabs this deal, and ends her night with that little sundae in hand. Not because it's fancy, but because it's comforting. It's affordable peace of mind. and in her words, "It saves my sanity." While most fast food combos leave you feeling overcharged and underfed, this one feels like someone at Dairy Queen actually cared about the customer. It's value done right. And in today's economy, that's rare. Number 9. Wendy's 4 for $4, or the 5 for $5 if you're feeling fancy. This isn't just a deal, it's a movement. The Wendy's 4 for $4 is legendary. Entire Reddit threads, TikTok breakdowns, and YouTube reviews are dedicated to this combo. Why? Because it delivers what we're all really looking for, a full meal that doesn't punish your wallet. You get a sandwich, crispy nuggets, hot fries, and a drink, all for the price of a fancy coffee. That's not just a combo. That's a survival kit in a paper bag. If you've ever been hangry, broke, and staring at a fast food menu that feels like it's mocking your bank account, this meal is the lifeline. It doesn't judge. It just shows up. Every time. Whether gas prices are rising or grocery bills are out of control, Wendy's 4 for $4 is dependable. It's filling, satisfying, and most importantly, it doesn't pretend to be something it's not. And when you're down to your last few bucks but still need something warm, real, and comforting, Wendy's says, "Here you go. We got you." No guilt, no gimmicks, just food that understands you. And if you thought that was good, just wait until you hit number 6. It's fiery, it's famous, and yes, people are still lining up for it. Number 8. McDonald's hash browns. Now this might catch you off guard. You're thinking, a hash brown? Really? But stay with me, because that golden crispy rectangle might just be the most underrated thing on the entire McDonald's menu. It's warm, it's salty, it's perfectly greasy in that comforting, nostalgic way. And for a couple of bucks, it transforms your whole morning. You unwrap it, take that first bite, and for a second, you're 5 years old again. Riding in the back seat, Saturday cartoons still in your head, and that hash brown in your lap feels like the highlight of the day, crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy in the middle. It's not trying to be gourmet. It doesn't need bacon-wrapped anything or avocado drizzle. It just delivers. Every single time. And that's why it makes this list. Because in a world full of overpriced breakfast sandwiches trying too hard, sometimes the simple things, the classics, are the ones that hit the hardest. Number 7. Arby's Classic Beef and Cheddar. Now this one? It's a conversation starter. Some folks call it fast food perfection. Others turn up their noses and walk away. But love it or not, you can't ignore it. And that's exactly what earns Arby's Classic Beef and Cheddar a place on this list. This isn't a shy sandwich. It's bold, it's a little messy, and it's got attitude. In a drive-through world full of bland, safe choices, the beef and cheddar shows up like it owns the place. We're talking tender roast beef stacked high, smothered in tangy cheese sauce and that signature red ranch, all wrapped in a warm onion roll that actually tastes like something. It's not trying to be healthy. It's not dressed up in fancy greens or trendy toppings. It knows exactly what it is. Comfort food with a punch. You either love it or you don't. But here's the thing, no one walks away neutral. And when a fast food item sparks that kind of emotion, when it leaves a lasting impression, that's not just lunch, that's a statement. So yeah, maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. But for the fans out there, it's a sandwich with soul, and it's not afraid to be different in a world that's always playing it safe. Number 6. Popeye's Spicy Chicken Sandwich. Let's not sugarcoat it. This sandwich didn't just go viral, it set the fast food world on fire. Remember those crazy lines? Drive-thrus backed up for blocks, signs taped to windows screaming, "Sold out!" People filming their reactions like it was some kind of sacred moment? That wasn't marketing hype. That was real, because this sandwich delivered. It's crispy, juicy, spicy, and honestly, legendary. One bite and you understand why it broke the internet. The crunch is loud, satisfying, almost cinematic. The seasoning hits hard, unapologetic, and full of bold flavor. No fancy frills, no over-the-top toppings. Just a perfectly seasoned, perfectly fried chicken fillet on a toasted buttery bun with a creamy, spicy sauce that pulls it all together. And even years later, it still holds up. Because when something is truly great, it doesn't need to scream for attention. It gets it naturally. The kicker? It still costs less than most flavorless, forgettable burgers out there. And if you're someone who actually cares where your money goes, this sandwich reminds you that sometimes you really can get more than what you paid for. And hey, if you're still with me, you're clearly not just scrolling. You actually want your money to mean something. So go ahead, tap that like button and show some love. Here at Frugal Daily, we're all about uncovering what's actually worth it when every dollar counts. Now, speaking of serious value, number 5, Little Caesars Hot and Ready Pizza. This one's for the families, the carpool parents, the after-practice hunger pangs, and those nights when cooking just isn't happening. Little Caesars Hot and Ready Pizza is the ultimate no-nonsense dinner solution. You walk in, no app, no wait, no scan this code and we'll text you when it's ready nonsense. Just walk in, grab a full-size pizza, and walk out. It's hot. It's fresh. It's boxed and ready to go, and it'll only set you back less than $6. That's not just dinner. That's dinner for the whole family for the price of one sad sandwich at some trendy spot down the street. Is it gourmet? Of course not. But it's hot, cheesy, and ready exactly when you are. And when time is tight and wallets are tighter, this pizza feels like a lifeline. It's fast food that respects your time, your budget, and your appetite. And guess what? The next item on this list brings value in a way that'll surprise you, because it's not even a meal. It's a fast food hack that most people completely overlook. Until now. Number 4. Chick-fil-A's Frosted Lemonade. Okay, hear me out. This next one? It's not even a full meal, but it might just be the most underrated move in fast food. Chick-fil-A's Frosted Lemonade is one of those secret little joys that you don't see coming. Half tangy, freshly squeezed lemonade, half creamy vanilla soft serve. It's like summer melted into a cup. The moment you take that first sip, it clicks. It's cold, sweet, and tart in all the right ways and somehow feels lighter than a milkshake but way more satisfying than your average soda. One high school senior from Georgia told me it's his go-to post-exam treat. It's like peace in a cup, he said. And honestly, I get it. It's one of those things you didn't think you needed until it hits your lips. Unlike most sugary drive-through desserts that leave you feeling like you made a mistake, this one leaves you refreshed, like you just gave yourself permission to breathe. It's not flashy, but it's perfectly balanced. And in a world of overhyped drinks and underwhelming snacks, that's what makes it a win. So next time you roll past Chick-fil-A, skip the usual. Order this. And prepare to wonder why nobody told you about it sooner. But hold on, because next up is a snack so addictively crispy, people literally lose track of time and logic while eating it. Number 3. Jack in the Box. Tiny tacos. All right, this one's dangerous in the best way possible. Jack in the Box's tiny tacos don't look like much at first, just a small box filled with even smaller tacos. But then you pop one in your mouth. It's hot, it's crunchy, and suddenly, you're halfway through the box and wondering how it happened. There's something about these little guys. They show up hot and crispy, with just enough spice to keep you coming back for more. And at just $3, they're the kind of snack you grab on a whim and then dream about later. One guy on TikTok called them the best 2 a.m. fast food decision ever. And the comments? Packed with people who totally agreed. Add the creamy avocado lime sauce, someone said. It's a cheat code. And honestly, they're not wrong. These aren't fancy. They're not healthy. But they're fun, they're fast, and they hit the spot when you're craving something real. But your wallet says, let's not get crazy. And coming up next? We're heading into the final 2, and trust me, you won't believe what made it to number 1. It's been quietly outperforming the competition for years, while nobody was really paying attention. But first, what if I told you there's a fast food item out there that's so good, so cheap, and so satisfying that a single parent in Arizona calls it her lifesaver meal? You're going to want to hear this. Number 2. Little Caesar's hot and ready pizza. Now this is fast food mythology in a box. Little Caesar's hot and ready is more than just pizza. It's a strategy. You walk in, no app, no wait list, no scan the QR code to unlock dinner nonsense. You just show up, grab a fresh, full-size pizza and walk out, all for around $6. And for a lot of people, that's not just convenient, it's a lifeline. One single mom from Arizona told me this is her Thursday night survival move. She's got 3 kids, 2 jobs, and exactly 0 time to cook. But for $5.99, she brings home something warm, filling, and ready to go. No dishes, no prep. Just a sigh of relief wrapped in melty cheese and pepperoni. It's not trying to be artisan. There's no fancy crust name. No one's tossing dough in front of a wood-fired oven. But that's the beauty of it. Because when the fridge is empty, the day's been long, and the budget's stretched thin, this little pizza box becomes something way bigger. It's a small act of self-preservation. It's dinner with no stress attached. And in a world where even bottled water at the airport costs $4, this is the kind of everyday magic we need more of. So if you haven't grabbed a hot and ready lately, maybe it's time you do. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1 is up next. It's the sleeper hit of fast food, quietly outperforming the rest for years. No drama, no gimmicks, just pure, reliable satisfaction. And trust me, you've probably driven past it 100 times without realizing it was a game changer. Stick around.